So how long have you been utilizing this trumpet piano thing in performance? Because later on we're going to look at another video out of Jazz Festival in Europe where you play Stablemates. Here it's something a little bit different. How long have you been utilizing that format?
Consistently since about 2012.
What inspired you to do it? Why'd you want to do that instead of just playing the trumpet?
As I started getting into a different headspace harmonically, I found it increasingly more challenging to find keyboardists to play the right stuff behind me. Either they would try to play chords to make all my funny notes I was hearing, they try to make them fit, or they wouldn't know what to do and just stop playing. And both of them sort of impeded my flow, to have the bottom drop out of you while you're playing, while you're going for something creatively, or to have someone, you're displacing your Picasso eye and someone puts it right on the face where you're trying to displace. Kind of wasn't working for me. So I just decided that I would do it myself because, minimally I can make it possible that I don't get in my own way. So, and, multi-instrumentalism has always been a thing of mine since I grew up in a musical household. Both of my parents played music growing up in New Orleans. So music has always been a part of my life, and playing a bunch of instruments has always been a part of my life. And also at a certain point in my career, just standing on stage, just being a trumpet player didn't seem enough anymore. I kind of got bored with just taking a solo and spending 75% of the gig just standing on the side of the stage. I wanted to be more a part of the music the whole time and sit inside the rhythm section. Also, it allowed me to better shape the direction of the music as it was going on. When you're just standing there, yeah, you're part of the collective, but when you're actively playing and you're sitting in the rhythm section, I felt I could have more of input in terms of the colors of how the music sounded. And the more personal my music became, the more important it became that I could have some way of having influence more directly over it. So.
Well, Dizzy said that all horn players should learn how to play the piano. Has playing the piano helped your trumpet playing?
Yeah, I think everything you do enhances your overall musicianship. I think Dizzy might have said that because the piano is so orchestral. You have the whole orchestral range there. You can play chords. You can see it. You can play the bass notes. You can play all the chords and the extensions and so forth. And you can play more than one note at a time, which most horn players can't do. So, yeah, I think every non-keyboardist should have some keyboard skills because it helps your overall musicianship. Your ears, his visual, it's all the things,
In terms of having a keyboard in a group with a horn player, Sonny Rollins told me that, and you may have noticed that for a lot of his performance years, he used a guitarist instead of a pianist. He said that he felt with a pianist it filled it up too much. It didn't give him enough space to move around. And I noticed when you're with your piano playing in this context, on the track we just watched and also the one that's coming up, you certainly don't fill up the space. I would say you only play what's necessary, nothing less and nothing more.
Exactly. Like I alluded to earlier, like I can minimally not get in my own way. So I feel like it's the best of both worlds. By comping for myself, I can give myself that freedom and that openness that Sonny longed for when he played with those chordless trios. And to his point about the piano, as you see on that video, I'm playing a Fender Rhodes. And I think the Fender Rhodes texturally is kind of close to a guitar. And I would agree with him that the piano sort of takes a lot of acoustic bandwidth, whereas the Rhodes, I feel like it blends and it sustains in a certain way that it doesn't get in the way of certain overtones. So that's why most times you see me when I'm comping for myself, I'm doing so on the Fender Rhodes, because it leaves more space for me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an entirely different instrument. I mean, it's a keyboard, but everything about
Yes,
it
its own
is
thing.
different.
Yes, its own thing, for sure.
You